Okay, I got another video for you guys today. And this video is titled, Does Child Support Mean That You Are a Bad Christian? And the reason why I wanted to cover this topic because so many men and few women face this issue with child support. But see, here's the thing. Does it make you a bad person that you are on child support? That you have to pay for your child? Although that you are a Christian? But I want to go to 1 Timothy 5:8. If anyone does not provide for his relative, and especially for his immediate family, he has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever. Why does the scripture speaks firmly on that you must provide for your family? Although as being a man and head of the household as you supposed to, as single women, obviously they are the providers because there is an absence of a father in the home, or there is a father that is the provider because due to an absence of a mother present in the home. So again, it's basically in reference of you are worse than a believer. But here's the thing, and here's the difference, and I'm gonna break it down. But first, before we start, I want to tell you that if you're on child support and if you are a Christian, you are not a bad Christian. Only if you follow in the category of what I'm about to speak right now, and let's jump into it. So, many of you men face situations that you are in your child's life. But so happened that you left the woman and she's become bitter and now she wants to put you on child support because she's mad at you or you with another woman. And so they use the kids as bait. And so they run off and then they go put you on child support. Even though you're in the child's life, you still see them, you're still providing. But see, here's the thing. Child support, they do not care about you or the child. It's mainly money. And when you give them money, it's not really going to that child. You know, it's going back within the system. And it's sad today that so many men and some women face this issue because it is a situation that it is an unfair just system. It's a broken system, especially when you are on it and you are part of your child's life. You're seeing your child, you are loving on your child, you're doing the best you can for your child, meaning that you are in the child's life and that you are providing in a way, but you're just not in the home. And here's the thing, what they don't realize and understand, that when a woman runs down there and put a man on child support, they don't look at the fact that he's still in the child's picture. But see, if you notice, it's all about money, but they don't really care about the child. They don't really care about the fact, well, are you really seeing the child or what the woman's doing is keeping the child from you and all this. They just worrying about the money aspect of it, right? And so now they garnishing your check and then now they want to take your license and then now, they make it hard. And that's why a lot of men, honestly, a lot of men leave and they go obsolete because they feel, why do they have to really deal with that where their money is being garnished, the mother is acting crazy, it's always something, she don't want to, using the kid as bait and so forth. And so, that kind of plays with a guy's mind. And so he just better off just saying, you know what, I'm going to leave the situation alone. And then, then the child ends up without a father, and then, he's on the run from himself, meaning that he's not working, he's doing side jobs because child support is going to take the majority of his money. And so how can a person live? And especially if a man has another family, how can he really take care of his other kids when one child support with this one child is ripping them a new one and taking all that? So again, there are certain circumstances that make you still a good Christian, but although you fall under the guidelines of a broken system. And it's sad today what they do, and then revenue that you have to pay, they just keep adding, and some guys is up to millions of dollars, even though they still in that child's life and providing for that child. But the system is so broken that it can't be fixed. And then some women, they jump on the county. This is where they get assistance, and so now they have to pay. The fathers have to pay that back and so forth. And sometimes it's not even in the father's understanding that the mother has done this, but he's paying and stuff, but she just went on there. So, system like, hey, no, you got to, we giving you all this stuff. So, he got to pay us back. And so he's paying it back, although he is taking care of his child. So again, these are situations we all must look at, and for a lot of you women, it's really not fair because it's not in the best interest of the child anyway. If you could work it out between you and the person you was with, don't get upset because he don't want to be with you no more. It's not the child's fault. It's just that whatever the circumstances that he wanted to leave, he wanted to be with somebody else. Don't take it out on the child, and don't run off and put him on child support behind something because he's not even a deadbeat father. If he's still in the home and he's out of the home now, but he still want to see his child. He didn't run off and say, well, I want to be with you, not my child. And he's saying, hey, well, can I come see my child on the weekend, stuff like that? And she like, no, you ain't seeing your child. I'm putting you on child support and blah, 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 blah. And then it blows into one of these things, or she gets mad that he is seeking another woman and so forth and so on. So it just depends on certain circumstance, situation. But what makes you a bad Christian if you're on child support? If that, you have a child and you don't want to take care of that child. And so, yeah, you force the hand of the woman to put you on child support because you don't want to pay. Even though you have a job and you just to the point like, I don't want to deal with that child. I don't want to deal with you. I ain't doing nothing. You deal with them since you, whatever the case may be, then yes, then you fall under the category of that. And some mothers, I'm not going to put it all off on men because there are some mothers that is on child support, but the system is in their favor, but not in the man's favor because they look at men as we just automatically deadbeats. We don't want to be there, especially in black homes, black families, predominantly that they target and so forth. But it applies to all. So again, I wanted to break the barriers of this conversation and have this conversation because a lot of Christians and a lot of pastors don't bring up these type of things that are happening. And this coincides to life living because we supposed to counsel. We supposed to, be able to direct you because a lot of men are going through tough times because of this situation. A lot of men are become depressed. A lot of men, becomes, suicidal behind these things. And we must uplift them, encourage them, and help them in a way that, what can we do to help them in this situation? There's family law rights and stuff like that you can reach out and you can go to and so forth, but you can only do some more, especially when you're dealing with the system because they're always going to want something from you. It's a situation you can't get out of it and so forth. And then too, what makes you a bad Christian that's on child support is when you want to give up the rights of your child, even though you know it's your child, because you just don't want to deal with it. And then some aspects too, some good Christians, men that do that as well, because just to the point, it's like, well, I can't see my child. I'm paying all this money. I've got to deal with this. My new woman is catching havoc with her. She's cussing her out. It's just things. It's just chaotic. It's just best if I just say, you know what. You get what I'm saying? Even though I know it's not right, but certain circumstances, again, different circumstances for different men, different circumstances for different women as well. So again, I just wanted to tackle this and I just wanted to tell you. So if you are on child support and you're a Christian, and if you are in your child's life, but yet you're still paying child support, and if you're still paying, but yet you're still on child support, you're still a good Christian because you're still holding up your end of the bargain. You're still doing what you want, but it's just the system is broken upon in your favor and so forth and so on. So again, I feel like a lot of things I'll be talking about is a lot of life, real issues that we need to talk about, but still keeping it biblical in the aspect of what's in line to what we need to do as Christians. So we need to take care of our home, our immediate families as well, meaning those who you live with. And those are people you need to take care of first before you try to take care of anybody else. Family, okay, but family meaning immediate, meaning who you live with, who you go to bed and wake up with. Family, mothers, dads, children, whoever live in that same household as you, those are the ones that you need to take care of, and those are the ones you need to provide for. Those are the ones that you need to build that bond with, and those who you need to fellowship. As I say, get your house in order. Those are the ones who you need to preach to first before you try to preach to somebody else. Make sure that your house is in order and make sure that everybody is being provided for as well. As they say, provide for your relatives as well. So meaning that if you can provide, then provide in a way that you are meeting their needs and so forth and so on. So again, I hope this video has reached you, and I hope this video has helped you in that aspect so you can be able to understand the principles of these guidelines and so forth. All right, so I'm not going to make this video too long. I just wanted to make it short, simple, cut to the chase, and kind of reach out and start this conversation and so forth, okay? So I love you guys. Until next time, remember, always pray, lock in with one another, and love on each other. I love you. See you soon. God bless.